Morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an inspiration for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson. STEM students, this morning it is Python Wednesday, and we begin Python Wednesday by always telling you what we're diffusing, and what we're diffusing this morning is peppermint. Peppermint is so good for alertness. A lot of elementary teachers actually give students peppermint before they take a test, and peppermint with this season. As we go into the Halloween season, you're going to be eating a lot of candy. Junk food is also good for digestion. So that's what we're talking about this week when it comes to oils, peppermint. Okay, but we're on Python Wednesday. It's Python Wednesday. So what we're going to get back to is we're going to get back to manipulating strings. So remember last week when we were manipulating strings, and basically I taught you how to do a carriage return in Python, where I basically named a line and told that line to carriage return after every line, okay, by using \n, okay. So that's called the escape sequence, okay, the backslash. And then we actually looked at tabbing characters and how to tab over so many spaces. So whenever you want blank spaces within your procedure, you use the new line and the tab character. And then we also talked about the backslash. What way could we actually get the backslash to actually print out? And I showed you how to do that. But now we can even manipulate the escape sequence, which is what this is called, by putting an R string or R in front of the string. Okay, and this raw string that we put there will never interpret that escape sequence. So let's say, for instance, let's go up. Let's just copy new line. Place new line here. Now this time in front of the string, we're going to put an R. Okay, now when we say print new underscore line, so see, it never interpret the line out with a character. It turns to have empty spaces. It will continuously consecutively print line by line, okay? And it will do the same thing for the tab key. Okay, we're going to put R right here in front. Now we're going to say print tab underscore character. And see, it all stays in a line and no longer have tabs in it, okay? And so you could do the same thing for the backslash. So now what we want to go into now is we want to go into manipulating. When you're manipulating strings using operators. Okay, so let's say, for instance, we had something that was called new text. And I told you that new text is equal to the string double. Okay, so of course I can say print new text and it'll print it. But I can also say print new text plus new text. What do you think I'm going to get? Double. It prints, see, new text is equal to the double. So if I say new text plus new text, that means it's going to print double. Now, I can also put a counter in there. If I want to know the number of E's or number of O's or U's that are in new text, I can also say print and I want to look at I want to look at the E's that are actually in there. Vortex dot count. Oops. All right. That's going to tell me how many E's is in there. So it says there is one E in there. So this is how you can manipulate a string. I can also tell it to print new text times 40, and it will print double, double, double 40 times. I can also, if I want to know how many E's are there, you know, if it's a one E in double, and if I tell it, now I want to know how many are in it, how many E's are there 40 times. Of course, it's going to be 40 E's, but this is how I would write that. I would write that as, I want to do okay, I want to go down here. I want to do a counter of text, which is going to be equal to this new text times 40. Okay. Now I want to say, all right, I want to know print. I want to know the counter text underscore text dot count. I want to know the number of E's. And the reason we're using the double quotes here is because, remember, it's a string is already inside of a regular quote. Okay, excuse me. It's already inside a regular quote. So you want to make sure. And then I want to say counter underscore text dot count. I want to look at the number of E's. Then I want to put it all together. And guess what? It's going to tell me how many I have. It says counter text, which remember is new text times 40, has 40 E's. Okay? So that's how we use operators. That's how we use operators when it comes to manipulating strings, okay? So sometimes this is so helpful because you want to learn how to manipulate your data when you're actually building a program. So there are certain things you have to know how to do. So I'm trying to teach you how to do those things because we're going to build a program that's going to do something fantastic, fantastic and wonderful in a few days, or should I say a few weeks. So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. It was all about manipulating strings with operators, and it is Python Wednesday. Remember, this week is our STEM week on Saturday. So you want to make sure that if you're in Seminole County area or any of our surrounding counties, you want to make sure that you go to SeminoleDeltaFoundation.org STEM Day event, where you can actually register if you want to participate in the workshops, but the exhibit hall itself is free to everyone who wants to come. Okay? It's Python Wednesday, everybody. Thank you.